Did you know there's a place so terrifying? It's said to swallow people whole, leaving nothing but echoes behind. A kind of place that feels wrong from the moment you set foot on it. You can feel it, right? The air thick with unease. Well, this place isn't just a story, it's real. Let me take you to a small town, barely on the map. A kind of place that tourists never bother with, and locals avoid like the plague. But for one photographer, it was the perfect challenge. His name was Jake, and he was known for capturing the untold, the unseen. People would say he had a gift for finding beauty in the darkest places. But even Jake had no idea how close he was to something far darker than he could imagine. One chilly evening, Jake came across a lead, a forgotten asylum, abandoned for decades, but still standing. The story surrounding it? Too chilling to ignore. They said the walls whispered at night, that the floors creaked with something that wasn't human. But Jake? Well, he wasn't the type to scare easily. Armed with just his camera, he entered, eager to find a shot that would blow his followers' minds. He passed through rusted gates, the air growing colder with each step. There was no turning back. The building loomed like a dead thing, its broken windows staring out like empty eyes. Jake's camera flashed, casting light into corners where the sun hadn't touched in years. As he wandered deeper into the asylum, something didn't feel right. The silence was almost too heavy, the kind that wraps around you like a thick blanket. The walls, stained and cracked, seemed to lean in closer with every step, and every room he entered. The shadows followed. Then came a strange sound, a soft shuffle like footsteps, coming from the far hallway. Jake spun around, camera raised, eager to capture something, anything to show the world. But there was nothing there, just the hollow echoes bouncing off the walls. He thought it was just his mind playing tricks. But that's the thing about places like this. They don't just play tricks. They trap you. Flash. Jake snapped another shot. As he checked the screen, something caught his eye. In the corner, barely visible, was a figure. A shadow crouched, watching him. Jake froze. His heart hammered in his chest. He zoomed in, desperate for a clearer shot. But as he did, the shadow moved. Jake stumbled back, his camera falling from his hands. When he looked up, the figure was gone. Gone, or had it always been there? He tried to shake it off. Just an illusion, he muttered, trying to convince himself. But the asylum? It was alive in a way he couldn't explain. The walls, the floor, the air, they were watching him. He rushed through the halls, snapping photo after photo. But the deeper he went, the darker it got. His camera flickered, the light dimming. And then, everything went black. No one heard from Jake again. The next morning, his camera was found sitting in the center of the abandoned asylum, as if someone had placed it there deliberately. But the photos, the last photos Jake took, weren't what anyone expected. They weren't just blurry mistakes. No, they were something much worse. One by one, the photos showed rooms Jake hadn't even entered, with dark figures moving in the shadows. In the final shot, there was a figure standing right in front of him, staring at him through the lens. And that's when the chilling message came through. We're still here. The police went in to search for him, but they found nothing. No sign of Jake. No trace of him at all. Just the eerie sound of wind howling through the cracked windows. And the asylum? Well, they say it still stands to this day, waiting for its next victim to enter. But do you know the name of this place? The place where Jake vanished without a trace? It's called the St. John's Asylum, located in the abandoned outskirts of a town no one remembers. And trust me, you don't want to know what's waiting inside.